Welcome to Boise State University. Becoming a part of a university community is often a big transition. Starting with your application and the excitement of an acceptance letter, you then move to orientation and registration. Moving in, getting your ID, buying books, finding the library, rushing to classes from one side of campus to the other, balancing schoolwork with football games or just hanging out with family or friends, navigating Blackboard, My Boise State, having new experiences, learning new ideas and in new ways. It's exhilarating, exciting, fun, and often overwhelming. The Foundational Studies program helps you land on solid ground at Boise State University, leading you through your education while helping you build skills and knowledge. These are the skills and knowledge that we call Boise State University's learning outcomes. These ULOs are your educational goals. There are subject-specific goals to help you develop an understanding of skill sets for specific fields of study, like visual arts or biology. They will also help you focus on the abilities needed for your major. For example, understanding scientific principles is important to everyone. You may use them to design a better catcher's mitt or batter's helmet. Maybe you don't need to understand mass and velocity for your major, but it may help you appreciate and be able to communicate with those who do. It takes more than being good at your major to get hired out of college and remain competitive. Multiple studies show us that we change jobs and occupations several times throughout our lives. The cross-disciplinary skills of these educational goals will help you remain flexible and employable. They will help you meet the demands of a competitive 21st century world, no matter what your educational goals are. They are skill sets which faculty and staff will help you develop throughout your entire undergraduate career. Intellectual Foundations, UF 100, is the first-year course in the Foundational Studies program. Every Boise State first-year student takes this course.
It's actually one of my most interesting classes I'm in this semester. It's a very diverse syllabus as far as what we're learning.
Depending on which section they're in, they're going to have, the approach is going to be different, but in the end, they're all going to end up with the same skill set as every other student.
Each UF 100 course is taught in two parts. The plenary is the large class, led by two top faculty. The plenary includes all students enrolled in the class.
In plenary, we investigate compelling questions and issues.
It was really interesting the dynamics that they had with the students because the plenary session was such a big class.
Depending on the UF 100 section, discussion groups are held once or twice a week. These smaller group sessions are critical to processing the course information. They are led by discussion group leaders who work with the two lead faculty. UF 100 courses combine large and small sessions to help you build deeper understanding of the course topics.
This semester being in the UF class definitely helped with that transition, and having the discussion session afterwards to be able to discuss what we had gone over in plenary and talk about what we had thought about what we learned was definitely helpful. Our discussion session was kind of like a little family, which I would have never expected to have out of a UF discussion session, so it was really nice.
Which leads us back to these. The educational goals for UF 100 are oral communication, critical inquiry, and teamwork and innovation. Each UF 100 course helps you build communication skills through a variety of projects, including individual and team presentations in discussion groups. In some classes, you even have the opportunity to give a presentation in plenary. For example,
so we had 3 minutes to get up in front of our discussion sessions and tell a personal story. We had to be very descriptive. And so it made it really interesting to take something that had already happened to us in our lives and revisit that moment and just describe it and kind of Hollywood it up for an audience so that it would be really interesting for them to listen to.
The UF 100 classes prepare you to think.
Critical inquiry is a high-level skill. It's your ability to question, process, and articulate ideas. Critical inquiry is defending and supporting your ideas about a subject while continuing to be open to new ideas. This process often leads to extraordinary levels of collaboration and creativity. Learning to work effectively in a team is one of the top skills that companies are seeking in potential employees, regardless of whether you are going into nursing, nanotechnology, or new media.
Being a college student, it's really hard to find time to meet up when you have 5 people in a group.
But we met outside of class and really developed our group kind of dynamic.
It allowed us to work together as a team, and it was very interesting to see what the thought process that went into it and the creativity.
Really, no matter your major, you'll be working collaboratively throughout your degree. Building skills and strategies for effective teamwork is a key to success in college and beyond.
If you carry your UF 100 skills that you learned in those classes onto other courses, then you'll do well in college. It's about using your own mind and creating your own ideas in college.
You're going to get as much out of it as you put into it.
It was a challenge, but challenge accepted.